Hey everybody, welcome back to Mordor yet again. When we left off, we were trying to beat our way towards Minas Tirith. But first, before we head towards Minas Tirith, we need to actually free Dol Guldur from the island of Cair. Dol Guldur, Muslin, and our reluctant friend Gordish. And to do that, we need to reinforce him in the north with Dondeth, like so. And luckily for us, what we can do is grab our army in Cair. I'm going to leave Muslin behind, perhaps. And we'll attack Aranuir here. And there we go. We've got roughly 4,000 orcs. And we can attempt a night attack. There we go. Holy shit. So Dol Guldur and both Dol Guldur and Dondeth have the Night Fighter trait. So I can do this. They can both fight at night, whereas Aranuir is left alone. Just his 1,200 men against my massive army, although his men are quite well drilled. They've all got gold chevrons, but they appear to be battle-worn, and a few of these units are quite weak. They've only got 2 cavalry units, including Aranuir, so we can kill this strong Gondorian general, and then we can move on to Captain Maynian here, who I think would probably crumble under the weight of our armies, because he's a captain, not a general. So, you know what? I think we'll just go into the dark battle. I'll try to brighten it up a bit in post-production here, but it's going to be dark as shit, as always. I think I should have taken a few units out of Dondeth's army, though. He's got some weak units that need retraining, rather. But hopefully, I'll just put them to the side. They won't have to fight, maybe. Well, I can't actually do that because it's an AI-controlled army, but you know what? I'm rambling on. I'll see you in the deployment phase. Alright, so the battlefield isn't nearly as dark as I thought it would be. So we've got that going for us. Unluckily, though, there is a large forest right between us and the Gondorian lines. And forests usually cause me trouble, but we can sandwich the Gondorians between our 2 great armies, and I guess we'll slaughter them pretty quickly here. I just need to position all of my units, of course, before the Gondorians arrive, that is. I suppose I should draw my lines further back. There we are. And Dol Guldur will move up to skirmish a bit. Okay, here comes Dondeth's army, and hopefully he's not absolutely retarded and gets himself killed by charging. Let's just get this army to position itself for some serious skirmish action. Okay, my archers are running forward, and hopefully they can kill some of these bandits right away. And here goes Dol Guldur. He is charging Aranuir right off the fucking bat. His unit is in a bit of disarray. We got some arrows flying towards these bandits, so easy target. Aranuir didn't even attempt to counter that charge, which is slightly odd. Do you think he would brace himself or, you know, do literally anything else? My scouts, though, are firing into the mass of these Gondorians, luckily enough. Dol Guldur has slain a vast majority of Aranuir's unit right away, but he is beginning to get charged by these bandits, so we're going to have to pull out a bit. Let's get Muslin or Gordish. I can't remember who it is. I think it's Gordish, actually. Let's see if we can get him killed. I hope that Dondeth actually can take out these ballistas and these catapults before they are able to do much damage. You know what? I'm going to charge my raiders in right away. We can do a nice pincer move on this massive Gondorian infantry, which is freaking excellent. I'm not even going to involve my orc bands because preferably I'd like to keep them out of the conflict. But okay, Dol Guldur is now charging those bandits on the flank. It appears that Aranuir's cavalry militia is just going to stand very still and not be involved in this battle in the least, for some odd reason. But now our orc raiders are pinning the shit out of these Gondorians. Aranuir is getting fresh, though. He's going to charge right towards Dol Guldur, but yet again, it is a mistake. We're going to get a Nazgul Screech in there, just to make him shit his pants before we engage in combat. Dondeth is being a little bit useless. Here oh, shit. I think those troll... Oh, no! We're receiving some ballista fire. I'm not sure where Dondeth himself... Oh, here he is. And also the troll catapults are being useless as fuck as well. There are those small units that I was going to keep out of the battle if possible, but it doesn't appear that that's how it's going to go. Aranuir is fighting valiantly. Just as I say that, though, he flees from the battle. So I'm not sure that's the case any longer. I guess Dwarvois is going to have to skirt these bandits. We're going to have to try to catch either Aranuir or these cavalry militia out. Actually, you know what? Let's charge towards those catapults, actually. Okay, so it appears that the Gondorians are actually fleeing to attack Dondeth, but Dwarvois is right here to catch them out. And I'm not sure what's going on, actually. They may be retreating, for all I know, but they seem to be putting up a fight still. I'm not really sure. My scouts are just laying into them. Holy shit. My raiders are doing their best as well. I guess we could just reform our lines, and Dwarvois will just mop up as many of these dudes as he can. I'm not sure what's going on here. They appear to be retreating, though. No, they're fighting. That was a mistake. I've just charged the majority of Dwarvois, or sorry, charged Dwarvois into the majority of the Gondorian army, which is not great. Aranuir is charging into the rears of my orcs, controlled by the AI, and as you can see, he is doing great damage. But Dondeth has swooped in to seal the deal. He is going to slay Aranuir himself, which is great. I would have commanded him to do the exact same thing, but no, he is on the fucking ball. Apparently, the Gondorians are trying to catch my units out of alignment, though, out of formation. And you know what? They're looking to be quite successful. Dwarvois is going to be taking care of this cavalry militia, though, whilst Gordush takes care of the rest of the Gondorians, I suppose. And we might as well just charge him fucking forward as soon as possible. We're receiving a lot of archer fire, though, and you know what? My scouts are still skirmishing for some odd reason. There we go. Okay, actually, let's do this. Oh, I think we've basically got this battle under wraps, and we've absolutely destroyed that Gondorian army. And you know what? We captured Aranuir, which might give us some ransom. And you know what I've been thinking? I think what we ought to do is ransom another army or two. We'll build up a little golden nest egg of money, and then we can try to survive off that for a couple turns whilst we execute every single prisoner we capture. Because basically what's happening is we are capturing a lot of prisoners, and we're releasing them, and that's allowing the Gondorians to field all of these massive armies. But that ransom money is so sweet. That is how we get the vast majority of our funds at this point. But all I need to do is build a bit of a nest egg so we can endure some negative income for a couple turns, and then we can march on Minas Tirith. And hopefully by that time, before we go broke, that is, we'll have captured the city. Hopefully. Okay, let's reform our lines yet again. I think the majority of the Gondorians have fled. I'm not sure who is left. But it appears that Dondeth took a few losses there. Holy shit. A whole unit of archer militia is not actually routing, but they're routing. I think they're running to the edge of the map for a reason. And I think we've won the battle. So, you know what? I'll see you with the stats, actually. I'm going to run down as many of these Gondorians as possible, and I'll see you, as always, with the stats. So there we are, another clear victory. We captured only 300 Gondorians there, but we did capture Aranuir himself. So hopefully, we'll see how much the ransom is worth. I'm a little reluctant to take the ransom, though, because I would rather Aranuir died, but we'll find out how much the sum is, and then I suppose we'll have to decide. So the ransom is a grand total of 2,500 gold coins, and I think we could use that. I think we can actually handle Aranuir being released, but really it's dependent on the accepting of the ransom, I suppose. So there we go. we've got just one more army left of Gondorians here, and we can actually hopefully get a mass rout on these Gondorians, and then we'll slay all of the prisoners we capture. See, this is what I was saying. I've got a few weak units of orcs that I would prefer to send back to Osgiliath and to Barad-dûr ultimately, because they're going to be destroyed in battle. There we go. And that's about it for Dondeth's army. Dwarf Wah's army took very few losses there, luckily. So now we've got 5,500 gold coins, and you know what? We actually have a positive income, I think, due to all the units we have lost. So we'll have to train some reinforcements in Osgiliath, East Osgiliath, etc. Minas Morgul even. Some orc bands, some scouts. Actually, I need raiders even. Let's see what Barad-dûr has to offer. Of course, Barad-dûr has Morning Guard and Maulers, which are always helpful. Except for they're very expensive compared to our raiders. Well, not much expensive. 300... what am I saying? 330 gold coins more than our regular units. But let's just see how far we can get with the units we have for now. I am training an orc band in West Osgiliath, just for shits and gigs, I suppose. We've got our trolls coming from Barad-dûr to Minas Morgul, and once these units get to East Osgiliath, they'll head back with, what's his nuts? Laglug back to Minas Morgul. He can ferry the units back and forth, or even Gazrat can. Gazrat the Wrathful, my goodness. Alright, so once we destroy this last army of Captain Mannion here, we have free reign over the plains of Minas Tirith, the Fields of Pelennor, Fields of Anorion, whatever you want to call it. We basically, we own the fucking place, and we're free to besiege Minas Tirith, so I think we'll have to do that with both of our armies, and we can probably send reinforcements as we have the funds. But we can drive ourselves into debt for a few turns here. Our nest egg will feed that debt, and hopefully, as I said, we can survive running a deficit. Okay, unfortunately, Uvatha is being besieged by Andair here outside of Thornburg, and his army does not seem too strong. He also has some very weak units, and I'm wondering how many of these question marks are also very weak units. Unfortunately, Thornburg still has a hole in the wall. I believe that's the one we put there, and you know what? I think Uvatha's going to have to deal with that. In Dol Guldur, our good friend Khamul is being besieged by Captain Emirian here, and his army, I don't think, will be strong enough to take Dol Guldur. Dol Guldur has high walls, and it's on a massive hill, so we can always sally out and have a nice battlefield there. And that's basically all that's going on in our kingdom right now. So I suppose we'll have to end the turn. Here we go. Alright, it appears that we now have to defend Dol Guldur from the elves, and look at this, they do have a few weak units, but also some Silvan heavy spearmen, Silvan heavy swordsmen, etc. I'm sure we can fend off this army, for Dol Guldur has high walls and a million orcs inside. But anyway, I will see you outside the walls of Dol Guldur. And here is the Elvish army. It seems like rather a weak army, actually. They have a lot of very lightly armored units, actually, except for this... I'm not sure what these guys are. Warriors of the Forest, perhaps, is what they are. I'm not sure, but they are quite heavily armored, as well as these swordsmen and the spearmen that are over here. But overall, this seems like quite a weak army, and of course they have to march up this massive hill towards Dol Guldur. Brrr. And here is my tactical deployment. I've gone for a tactical blob maneuver / formation. It is impossible to place units within the walls of this castle. I'm going to have to use Khamul to do a bit of skirmishing here. My plan is, of course, to have the elves march all the way up the wall, or all the way up the hill, to try to assault my walls. And by the time they get up there, they should be fucking dead tired. And if I can limit the avenues of penetration via, you know, like battering rams, siege towers, etc. The less of those there are, the stronger my defense shall be, so I shall harass the army with Khamul and force them to drop the ladders, rams, etc. Look at this. No other units are moving except what is going on here? I suppose right outside Dol Guldur there is this very odd natural border. Look at this. You have to climb through this precarious little trail, and then you can besiege the castle. But anyway, no other units are moving except for this ballista, and holy shit, they got scared right away. They're turning tail and running. Well, I'm not sure what they're doing, actually. They look kind of confused. Okay, here we go. Here's the rest of the Silvan army. I should actually get Khamul to flee, for the elves are running up this hill quite fast, actually. What are these guys called? Woodland warriors. Perfect. Ah, that's very odd, this natural barrier. The Great Barrier Reef. I don't even know it. Okay, so we're going to draw the elves as close to our walls as possible. Hopefully, our scouts can pepper them with arrows. They're taking their sweet fucking time, though. I would get a little closer with Dondeth, but of course the elves have brought a lot of bows and a lot of arrows, and he doesn't really do well with those. Okay, here we go. We got some elvish cavalry charging us, some Silvan horse archers, and they're making a beeline for Khamul, so hopefully we can get these horse archers to skirt our walls, and my scouts can loose a few arrows here. Holy shit, look at the paths of these things. They're like brrr, going straight up as if they were sucked into the sky by some unknown force. Not a single arrow has landed on target, unfortunately, and the elves have actually given up chase, so we're gonna have to come back around and try to goad them back into another foolish charge. We're starting to pepper them with arrows, though, and look at that. We killed 2 elves and their horses. 4 elves. Oh my goodness. We're actually not doing bad. I can't even see these arrows, so it just looks like these guys are dropping out of the blue like flies. There we go. A few casualties already for the elves, but Khamul is now being charged, and I'm wondering if I can take care of those archers before he gets peppered with all the infantry arrows. Holy shit, they're doing a Canterbury circle here, and it's quite effective. It's a little less effective when you're charging through your own infantry, though. Luckily, though, we can get Khamul to take care of a lot of these units, a lot of these weak archer units, lightly armored, and basically unprotected. We'll get Khamul to cut across here. Hopefully he can take out these bigger units with one nice charge without taking too many casualties. We'll have to fatten up his formation. There we are. See if we can get a Nazgul screech off right as we charge into these guys. They're infighting. Wow. Apparently that is the effect that Khamul has on those around him. Okay, look at that. We got 2 of their missile units tied up. I think this light elven archer is their only other... Well, of course, the cavalry units as well, but that appears to be their only missile units. These guys are just fucking letting loose on Khamul, though. I might need to pull him back a bit. Ye gads, I need my scouts to actually take care of their archers pretty quickly here. Get Khamul to retreat yet again to the back of the castle. Look at these guys. They're trying to be sneaky and circle around the entire fortress, but I'm all over it. Khamul didn't really seem to be too effective versus those archers. He only killed about 40 of them, but he has taken quite a few casualties already. I'm wondering if he can skirt along this goat trail over here and back around the castle. I'm hoping that we can do that. Okay, now my scouts are letting loose on pretty much no targets that I designated. They're just firing willy-nilly at whoever they please. And they're not doing too bad, actually. They're peppering this entire elven army. Very nice. Okay, so Khamul is getting to be cornered by these horse archers, and I think we can take them out right here. They are unsupported. You know what? We could probably charge a lot of our orc raiders out towards them. Just to tie up those archers and whatnot, because they are pretty much unprotected as well. But then the entire Silvan army would charge out to meet us, and that's not ideal. I think we took out a few of those archers, actually. A few of them. There we go. But, of course, we are being drawn back into archer fire. These guys are pretty freaking cocky, actually. These spearmen are doing absolutely nothing. I'm not sure where their siege equipment is. Here it is. The siege tower is still coming. That ram is still coming. And I'm wondering, once we... Okay, well, once these guys get on the wall, will they all charge for that one set of ladders? I'm not sure, actually. But, all we have to do now is stall that ram, and that's basically the end of their assault there. As that's pretty much the only way they have it is that ladder, and also the siege tower, I suppose, but we can always light up the siege tower very easily. Now, Khamul is going to come around the side here, see if we can freak these fucking forest wardens out a little bit. I'm thinking that our orc raiders are not going to do so hot against those forest wardens, so I'm going to have to try to encircle them as best as possible. I mean, as much as you can encircle a unit on a wall. Looks like these guys were able to escape from Khamul, though. These elves are fucking useless. They're not doing shit. They really should have waited for the siege equipment. We're causing a few casualties. I think we'll hold off on firing, though, because we need to light up the siege tower. So I'll move all of my units along the edge here so they can fire at that siege tower, as I assume it's coming around the edge here. Luckily, we can get Khamul to charge these missile units. Problem is, when I charge one missile unit, the other begins to fire at the combat. Holy shit, we broke those forest wardens already. Very nice. Hopefully we can break these light elven archers with a single charge. That would be ideal. Look at that, we're receiving missile fire already. And that was quite the charge. I saw a lot of elves freaking out. They're beginning to waver already. Hopefully we can break them any second now. No, we received a casualty already. This was a very nice charge, though, as we have some natural borders going on here. A massive hill right in the line of fire. That charge was not successful, though. We'll have to do another. Okay, my scouts are taking the most roundabout way to get up on this wall. My goodness. Hopefully Khamul can cause a few casualties in this unit before they reform, and then we can turn right around and charge at these light elven archers. Here we are. Cut them down to size. And then we'll charge these fuckers. Hopefully they'll break. There we go. They went into loose formation right as we were charging. And there we go. We have routed that one unit. This unit of forest wardens is still routing, except they're standing completely still. I don't know. Oh, there we go. They're on their way, but we'll cut them down before they flee completely. Now my scouts are ready to fire, so we'll get them to light up that tower. Hopefully we will be able to light it up when there are elves inside it. That would be the absolute best thing to do, of course. Okay, so it appears that the elves are now at the gate, and I could sally out and charge them with a unit of orc band, but I'll choose not to, because what I'll do is I'll get the orcs to gum themselves up on my orcish spears here, and I'll charge down with my trolls and whatnot, and it's going to be great. Oh my god, Khamul is taking his time routing that unit. Okay, my scouts are letting loose on these towers. Unfortunately, they're not exactly in position, ideal position to light that thing up. I'm not sure what it is, but apparently my orcs can't fire over these crenellations, so they're having to do a really indirect fire method, and it's not the best tactic I've ever seen, I've got to be honest. Okay, so you know what, I would say we cut that forest warden unit down to size, so I'll put Khamul back into a useful position. It looks like the elves are nearly through our gates, 34% damage to those gates. Holy shit, what the fuck? Physics, where are you when I need you? That would have been fantastic if that tower just fell over and smashed into my wall. 0% damage to this tower. Like, you guys, you should just be able to light it up from here. You should be able to reach out, and I'll throw a torch on it. Anything. This is ridiculous. You could spit on that tower, it's so close. And yet, we'll never be able to light it on fire. Just you watch. These elves will successfully put the tower on the walls, and they'll breach the walls. Oh, speaking of a breach, the enemies have smashed the gates. Well, now we'll get some weak-ass spear units up in our grill. Okay, actually, there's quite a few Silvan spearmen marching on our gates, and we'll have to pin them with our orc bands. Hopefully this goes well. And also, hopefully, this tower lights up. It's not looking good, though. How many arrows does it take to light a tower? My goodness. Khamul is poised to charge those units in the rear, though. I think my scouts ought to flee, actually. Oh, here we go. Here come the elves. Here comes the sun. Do-do-do-do. Yes, Khamul will have to wrap around and charge into the rears of those units. My scouts are having to flee because they're about to be assaulted by some very heavily armored elves. Not great. Here we go. I'm wondering where I can put these guys now. Probably right the fuck here. They can fire at that tower from outside the walls, actually. Awesome. I'm not sure if they'll be able to path out of there, though. Okay, we're actually taking quite a few casualties from our orc bands already. I suppose I could get my trolls involved, but I don't think trolls do so well against spears, unfortunately. But Khamul does very well against units in the rear. Okay, here we go. My scouts are actually climbing out of the walls, and I believe... Okay, here we go. Here come the elves with the axes, and my raiders are probably going to take quite a few casualties here. Yes, I still can't draw a line for my scouts. Oh, there we go. I see what I did. All right, and hopefully they can light the tower from out there, causing death and destruction amongst the elves. These Silvan spearmen, though, are coming down hard on Khamul. Oh, shit. I think my mountain trolls just fucked up the captain there. So hopefully we'll be able to... Oh, no, we're taking a lot of archer fire on my trolls. But there we go. We killed Captain Emirian, and hopefully the elves will begin to flee now, but it's not going to happen, I don't think. Holy shit, did these guys break already? I can't even tell. Yep, they definitely broke already. Now there's this mass of elvish infantry just being absolutely dominated by my trolls and my orc bands, and I would really like to get my raiders behind them there, if at all possible. I'm not sure if that's something they're able to do, though. One of my trolls has died, so I think I need to pull them back. If one troll dies, I think the rest of them are soon to follow due to them having hit points and whatnot. Oh, shit. These Silvan spearmen have charged Khamul, and I think we'll need to tie them up with my orc scouts here. They don't want to... There we go. And then we can charge them in the rear. Perfect. These elves are holding very well, actually. I'm surprised. But my trolls have not yet pulled back. I think they are locked in... Oh my god, this troll is being decimated, well, dominated by this one elvish spearman. The one elvish spearman who survives. Swordsman, I should be saying. Oh my god, I really need to get some forces behind these elves. And I'm hoping that, yes, this is how it's going to be. Look at this, we're going to be able to flank these elves with my raiders there. I'm going to break these Silvan spearmen. I've lost another troll. I've only got 4 now. You gads. 4 of 10, and this guy is probably about to fall, leaving me with a grand total of 3 trolls. Not an ideal amount for any conquest, I gotta say. Do we have an Nazgul Screech? Yes. What the fuck, Khamul? Get in there. Are you kidding me with this charge? Are you fucking serious? These assholes are wavering and you're just lollygagging around. Oh my god. We cannot break these Silvan spearmen. Oh, not with a charge like that. I think my Orc Raiders didn't get a memo where... Oh, there's actually no way down the walls from here. Oh my god. This is quite the battle. Quite the battle. We need to be breaking these Silvan units pronto mundo. I'm losing a lot of orcs. Oh my god, now all my Orc Raiders are charging into the fray. I think maybe I should pull my Orc bands back and send in my Raiders. These two units can pull back. All my Raiders can charge in. Oh my goodness. Khamul is going to die at this rate. Because we cannot break this unit of Silvan Spearmen. They are wavering. And they refuse to break. So let's see if we can get Khamul back inside the walls in the corner. Where he will be safe for the rest. Oh my god, my trolls! These guys are absolute assholes, just charging at the slightest inclination. Okay, we have actually broken the Elvish armies, finally. This one unit refuses to break, though. They will stand defiant and slay as many scouts as possible. Here's what I'll do. I'll sick all of my Orc Raiders on these fucking assholes. I'm gonna get Khamul to cut down as many of these guys as oh my god, no! Never mind, Khamul needs to stay where he is. My Orc bands will have to deal with these fucking guys. Ye gads, this is not going nearly as well as I'd hoped. And it's all due to this one unit of Silvan Spearmen that killed quite a lot of Khamul's remaining men there. Oh, my fucking trolls, you fucking bastards, get inside. No, they're gonna die because they're fucking idiots. Oh, my word. These guys are fucking assholes. How many commands do I need to give? I swear to Christ, if more of my trolls die because they won't listen, I'm gonna be pretty choked, actually. On the one hand, though, our Orc bands are beginning to attack these units. See, this is really not ideal because I don't have any units to break these elves with. For Khamul doesn't have any men. My trolls are down to 3, so it's really up to my orcs to finish the job, and I'm not confident at all that my orcs can manage it. Taking a lot of losses here. Although the elves are beginning to break quite a lot. But look at this, they fucking reform down the hill. So I suppose we'll have to form a line. There we go. This is really annoying. I was hoping this would go much better than it has. And we have yet to break this unit of Silvan Spearmen. They refuse to fucking break. These guys are the absolute assholes of the battle. Ye gads. I'm actually really frustrated with this battle right now, I'm not gonna lie. And I just need to form a line for when these elves... Just path down, please. You can manage it. But like I was saying, I need to form a line so that when these elves climb up this fucking hill, they'll be tired and they'll smash against my spears. Holy shit, we have 3 trolls. Somehow they survive this onslaught. That unit of Silvan Spears has broken. So we'll form a secondary line to flank with. Oh my god, ballista fire now. We've got the ballistas firing. Oh my goodness. It's just a never-ending pile of shit, this battle. I'm really upset that Mordor doesn't have more cavalry. This is freaking ridiculous. A lot of infantry, though, which I suppose is always great. We've lost 1/3 of our army, and we have killed 70% of theirs. And I bet you the Battle of Thornburg is going to go even worse. I'm so freaking optimistic in our Orcish armies. Okay, we are actually managing to break all of the Silvan Elves that we encounter. The problem is we don't have any units to run them down, and they just reform later. And they refuse to break. And those ballistas are making short work of my men. But I don't want to send Khamul out for fear that he'll die in the ensuing conflict. This is quite the battle. But look at that way. I think we have managed to hold on to Dol Guldur. I really wish we were able to light that tower on fire, though. Then we could have concentrated a little bit better. And I also wish that my orcs could path through this castle, but I think what it is they're in skirmish mode, actually, and that would have caused some problems. But here we go. We are closing the deal right now. I'm going to put my orc bands back in the frickin' city. Here we go. Now it's just up to my raiders to seal the deal. Speed through this shit. Okay, we've got a ballista to take care of after these archers. And I think we have done it, perhaps. Have we broken them? No, they're wavering, these guys. Okay, ta-da. Now we just need to take care of the ballista. Here we go. I think that's it for these Silvan Elves. Ye gads. I'm not sure if we can withstand another assault like that. Oh my god, they just roasted like a million orcs right there because of that laser beam of a fucking arrow. Okay, there we go. We have won the battle. I'm going to end it because we're not going to capture any prisoners. But there we go, a heroic victory. We lost 700 orcs, captured... we lost 870 orcs, and we captured 400 elves, which I think we'll just frickin' execute. I don't really care. Oh my god, my mountain trolls gained a lot of experience, though, because there's not very many of them left. That's why. But you know what? I'll see you on the campaign map. So we've got 3,000 gold coins worth of ransom. And I would really like to ransom these guys, but I don't think we're going to be able to. So we're just going to execute as many prisoners as we can. And now we have to defend in Thornburg. Whee! Unfortunately, this episode has ran a little long, so I'm going to have to end it here on this sweet fucking cliffhanger. Oh my god. I really need to calm down after that defense. My goodness. But as always, everyone, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll catch you next video when we are forced to defend in Thornburg. See you later.